Only have one God. Love God with all your heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else or no one else. Your neighbor as yourself. You'll be fine. Russ is out of Hampton, Virginia. Russ, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Yes, sir. Um, what I wanted to ask you was, you always talk about not having any hate.
Right.
I don't have hate, but what I do have is I have the capability of being extremely violent.
Speak
I've
up a
tried to
little
kill
bit.
somebody.
Speak up a little bit, Russ.
I've tried. I have extreme violence in me. I've tried to kill somebody before, and I don't want to do that. Like
But
I don't.
but that's what
Nobody
hate
deserves that.
is. Hate is extreme violence. That's what causes you to be violent. Anger is
So,
hatred. It's the same.
well, no, when it happened, it was a certain situation that came about. I had just found out that my brother was dead, and I wanted everybody to feel the same pain that I felt.
Yeah.
So I was in my car, and somebody honked their horn at me, and I was like, "I'm going to stomp on your spine until you don't breathe anymore." And there was something in the back of my mind that said, "Yo, don't do this, don't," because I was just about to grab him out of his car. I was 5 seconds from grabbing him out of his car and stomping him.
How
And
long ago
something
was
in the back of
that?
my mind,
How long ago was that?
3 or 4 years ago.
Oh, you need to let that go. That doesn't exist anymore. And
No. I let it go. I let it go. I let it
but
go.
you shouldn't even
You know what I'm
remember
saying?
it.
Well, I remember it because there are certain things that can happen that will spark extreme violence in me.
Right.
And again, I don't want to do that.
So
I don't want to harm anybody, Jesse.
I
I don't want to
understand.
hurt nobody.
I believe that. But listen, because of time, the devil loves misery. So the devil is always looking for other devils to take it out on, to hang out with. But the only way that you're going to overcome that anger, you must forgive so that God can take the spirit of anger away from you. And you would never have to be concerned about that again, nor will you even remember that. Because in reality, that doesn't exist anymore. The devil just reminds you of it to get a reaction from you. But once you forgive, you will forget. And you can finally have a life.
Come on, man. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I don't want to hurt
I
nobody.
understand that. But you got to forgive. You can't help yourself because anger is of the devil, and the devil controls you with anger. He has no love.
Man, what about when I had that thought, Jesse, and I would have pulled that man out of his car and stomped him to death? What would have happened to me if I did that?
But it
I don't
didn't.
want to do something like that.
But Russ, it didn't happen, and it doesn't exist anymore. So forget it. Let the anger go because that's over with. When that happened that day or that moment, it happened then. And the very next moment, it didn't exist anymore except in your mind. And the devil want it to be in your mind so he can remind you of it as though it's still happening. It's not happening anymore. So you need to let it go by overcoming the anger. And stop
Man,
judging.
I just don't want. I just don't want to hurt nobody, Jesse.
I
I don't
understand.
want to hurt nobody.
Stop judging yourself too. You couldn't help it. You could not help it, so you need to forgive.
Well, I don't know who I need to forgive, man. I just don't want. I don't want to hurt nobody.
And start with the
I
parents
understand.
first.
I understand what I'm capable of, and I understand that it could be horrific. I understand that. I don't want to hurt nobody.
Are your
I don't
parents
want to
still
kill nobody.
your parents still around?
My mother is. My father is passed.
Forgive your mother for the mistake she made with you, and God will
I don't
forgive
need
you.
to forgive my mother because my mother didn't do anything.
Oh, she was perfect in the way she raised you.
Nobody's perfect, but no, she didn't do anything. She needs forgiveness.
So was she wasn't perfect? What did she do that you were wrong?
Nobody's perfect.
No, but
Nobody's perfect.
how about your mother? I'm telling you this so that
She's
you
not
can.
perfect. I'm telling you. I know. I've listened to you for years. I know what you're gonna say.
So you
No,
don't need
she's
to.
not perfect.
You don't see a reason to
No,
forgive her.
I know. I don't need to forgive her. No.
So
My mother was there and raised 3 young men. My father wasn't there. It's funny that you don't say nothing about that, but you want to blame my mother. My mother was there to raise us. He was not.
Did you forgive him?
He's dead.
But even though he's dead, can you forgive him?
I don't need to because he's dead. It doesn't matter. Whatever happened, happened. It brought me up to the man that I am now. I have no reason to forget anybody.
So how will you overcome
happened.
How will you overcome the anger?
I just have to control it. That's all I can.
You can't control anger. It's a spirit.
It's not a spirit. It is an emotion. Just like everybody has emotions.
And what does it come
Anger,
from? What does the emotion
happiness.
come from?
You're born with it. It's innate. You're born with it, just like everything else.
Oh, okay.
That's like you asking me who taught me how to breathe. Nobody taught me how to breathe. That's something that you're born with.
Okay. Well, if you want to hold on to it, I mean, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. I totally understand it. And I wish you well with it, Russ. All right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get emotional and stuff like that.
No,
man.
no problem. No problem at all. I totally understand it.
Upsetting to me because, like I said, I don't want to hurt nobody, and I know that it's in me to hurt somebody.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't want to kill nobody. Jesse, I don't want to kill nobody.
Well, you got to let the anger go. But I got to run, Russ. Call me again, all right?
Yeah, man. Okay.
All right. I got to go. The show is over. Get on a straight and narrow path. Go and forgive, and the spirit of anger will be taken away from you. It's a spirit. It's not you. Forgive, all right? Stay on that straight and narrow. Do the silent prayer. Get your White History Month shirts. Go to JulyJustFeelWhite.com. BillsWhite.com for your shirts today. Hake Report is coming up now. The HakeReport.com from 9 to 11 Pacific time. Rick out of Hampton, Virginia. Tara out of Virginia. Eric, our first-time caller out of Florida. I'm out of time. I'll be back tomorrow if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. Bye.
And stand up for what's right if we give our plans up. I know we can have faith in the unseen while we stand up and get back to the way we were designed to be.
So you get something went wrong, but
check. I had to get on the track one time. Joel Friday here. Check. Look, stand up. We got fighting to do. We gotta show 'em who boss. He put a Viking in you. He put that lightning in you. Igniting the truth. But you beg and blame and lie and hate and never wanna stand for the truth.
so what you planning to do? You understand in the loop?
You better go talk to your mama, better stop at the drama, better drop all the trauma. Boy, you better stand up and up. Put your hand up and hut. Cause if you don't, then we lose, and then we gotta hear the fake news. Whoa.
You must know that's so you get something went wrong, but face the truth about yourself and just seek first God's kingdom, cause you must know that's so you get